bacteria. Plasmids in bacteria. For example, this is bacteria. Okay. This is bacterial DNA. What is plasmid? Okay. Plasmid is an extra chromosomal DNA, okay, in a bacteria, okay, which is circular and double stranded. Okay, what is plasmid? Plasmid is an extracellular chromosomal DNA present in bacteria, which is circular and is independent of bacterial chromosome or DNA to replicate itself, okay, and produce number of copies. If bacterial own DNA chromosome is not replicating, but it is replicated, it may or may not replicate, but it keep on replicating, it is independently replicate and make many copies, hundred of copies, okay. It has capacity to independently replicate within a bacteria. Okay, let me discuss one other thing. This is a gene, okay, present on plasmid. What happened? It produced a special type of molecule called toxic molecule, which produce toxins. The bacteria which produce toxins is called virulent bacteria. Okay, this is bacteria. For example, this is one bacteria, this is another bacteria. Its own chromosome. It do not have plasmid. Okay, plasmid enters into bacteria. What happened? Is this bacteria can produce toxins? No. Okay, it cannot produce toxins because it have no plasmid. Okay, so this is virulent bacteria and this is not virulent bacteria. Okay, virulent bacteria means which cause disease in bacteria, okay. So this is non-virulent. So if a plasmid transfers from this bacteria to another, plasmids can transfer from one bacteria to another. Let me show you how. Okay, how plasmid transfer from one bacteria and other. Okay, let me show you. This is one bacteria. Okay, DNA. this is plasmid, which is also a double-stranded circular DNA extra chromosomal independently which can independently replicate on its own. Okay, so we can F plasmid. For example, there are many types of plasmids which we will discuss. Okay, so for example, this is F plasmid. Here is another. Bacteria have pilus, okay, which are used for conjugation purposes, as you know that. Here is another bacterium. Okay, this is DNA, don't have pilus. Okay, this is donor, because donor bacterium, because it has plasmid. It is recipient, it don't have plasmid. Okay, so this is a pilus for conjugation purpose. Bacteria used for reproduction purposes. Okay, transfer of genetic materials from between two bacteria through pilus, a conjugation pipe, we can say that. This is a donor, this is recipient, or we can say that F positive is F negative, it don't have plasmid. So what will happen? See, focus. Okay, this is bacteria, this is pilus. So pilus will contract to bring the cells towards each other. Okay, so pilus contracts to short the distance between two bacteria. Okay, this is a plasmid. Okay, this is DNA. It also has DNA but don't have plasmid. So it contracts. Okay, contracts to bring these two cells together close. So transferring will be easy. So what will happen? This is F plus, this is F minus. Donor will attached to recipient bacteria via a tube-like structure called pilus. So form a conjugate. So the pilus will contract to bring these together, so that plasmid can easily transfer. One strand, this is, so one strand of plasmid in this way goes here. Okay, यहाँ पे ट्रांसफ़र हो रहा है. One strand of plasmid is through with the help of or where pilus enters into the recipient. Okay, from donor enters into the recipient. What will happen? So here comes one. This is bacterium's own DNA. Okay, so here left with one strand of plasmid and one enters into. After transfer conjugation, pilus will detached again. Okay, so it will form complementary strand. Okay, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर जीन्स लगे हुए हैं ए बी सी वट सो इसके ऑपोजिट बी ए डी सी इस तरह बना के इसी का ऑपोजिट स्ट्रैंड, ये तो एक स्ट्रैंड होता है ना सिंपल जो नेचुरली प्रेजेंट होता है, उसके ऑपोजिट लगा के डबल स्ट्रैंड बन जाता है डीएनए का. वी विल डिस्कस इन जीन एक्सप्रेशन एंड दैट टॉपिक. ओके, सो ये रियल स्ट्रैंड था और ये कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री स्ट्रैंड ऑफ डीएनए कहते हैं, जो कि बना लेता है. ये अब क्या करेगा, इसी तरह ये एक स्ट्रैंड प्रेजेंट है सर्कुलर फॉर्म में, ये इसके ऑपोजिट चीज़ें लगा के इसका भी कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री स्ट्रैंड बन जाएगा. और इसने कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री रिटेन कर लिया था ना, तो ये क्या करेगा, ये भी एक दोबारा बना लेगा. सो this is how plasmids transfer from one bacterium to another. Now these both have their own plasmids, so these both become virulent. So when a plasmid transfer from one cell to another, so what will it cause? Okay, here it is a genes which is specific for a molecule, produce a specific molecule, specific gene when expressed, present on plasmid, when expressed form specific molecule called toxic molecule which will produce toxin, and toxins or other disease causing agents which cause disease in where bacteria is present. In our body there are many helpful bacteria that are present, there are many bacteria that are present, but they are non-virulent form, they are helpful or they are not causing anything, neutral bacteria, or they are beneficial bacteria in our small intestine and many other ways they are functioning. But without plasmid, when plasmids enter, okay, into a bacteria, it will cause to release toxins and toxoids etc, and it will start become virulent, causing diseases in humans or other animals. Okay, so plasmids produce toxins, okay, and cause virulency or pathogency in bacteria. So plasmids are responsible for altering the pathogency of a bacteria or make bacteria virulent. Means virulent bacteria can able to cause disease. Another thing, okay, this is a bacterium, okay, this is double stranded DNA, and here it is plasmids. Okay, first as we toxins, so here is another genes. When this gene is expressed, present on plasmid, when this gene expresses, okay, it releases molecules which help the proteins to attach to our mucosal membrane. Adjacent molecules, okay, so these proteins are called adhesive proteins which allow these bacterium to attach to our mucosal membrane and cause pathogency or and cause disease. So second thing is proteins. This is how plasmids cause disease or become virulent. This bacteria become virulent. Okay. Okay, one thing every doctor must know. What is the relationship of drugs with plasmids? Plasmids cause resistance to drugs. Plasmids make bacteria resistant to drugs. Okay. The bacteria which contain plasmids becomes resistant to drugs. How? Okay. For example, penicillin. We give an antibiotic called penicillin, a simple antibiotic, okay, to kill or destroy the bacteria. What penicillin do? Penicillin, as we must know, as a pharmacist or doctor, we must know what antibiotics do. Penicillin will destroy the cell wall of the bacteria, and once cell wall break and structure break down, bacteria automatically destroy. So what will penicillin do? So okay, this is okay, this is penicilloic acid ring, and this is beta lactamase ring, okay, of penicillin. This is beta lactamase ring. So what will happen? In plasmid there is a gene which will convert into messenger RNA, which will form a protein, okay, which will form a protein. What will it do? It will break down, cut the beta lactamase ring of penicillin, like in this way, okay. It will break down this, so penicillin become inactive and don't work on this bacteria. So this become plasmids make the bacteria resistant to drugs, okay. So what this protein should be called? Beta lactamase penicillinase, okay. So this is a simple, when an antibiotic enters name as penicillin, okay, what will penicillin do? Penicillin will produce a protein called penicillinase for breakdown of penicillin. It will attack on the beta lactamase ring of the penicillin, okay, not penicilloic acid ring, okay. It will attack on, like a Caesar, it will attack on beta lactamase ring, it will destroy that part, and antibiotic is inactivated and don't work.